So welcome all of you in a series of lecture on the coordination chemistry. In the earlier 8 videos, I have explained bonding in the simple molecule, particularly on the basis of octet rule, valence bond theory, and molecular orbital theory. Now from this video lecture, we will start with bonding in the coordination compound. So this is very first video that I have planned to explain the difference between double salt and the coordination compound, Werner's theory. So if you see the study of coordination compound, it is always start with the double salt. So there are similarity and the differences in the double salt and the coordination complexes. So if you see double salt, what is the meaning of double salt? Double salt is nothing but mixture of two salts. For example, we have ferric ammonium sulfate. Ferric ammonium sulfate. It is the mixture of ammonium sulfate and the ferric sulfate. Ammonium sulfate and the ferric sulfate. While if you see potassium ferricyanide, it is a mixture of the potassium cyanide and ferric cyanide. But if you see for both of these compounds, it appears to be double salt, but they are not. They appears to be double salt, but they are not. So what is the difference? The coordination compound have similarity in formula with double salt, but chemical properties are different from the double salt. Remember very well, they have similarity in their properties, but chemical properties are different. So when studying the double salt, chemists found that the some of the double salts, not all, some of the double salt have different properties than that of the expected one. So what are the different properties we will explain in the coming discussion. But timing, remember the dissociation reaction of double salt and the coordination complex is different. So this observation has started the quest for coordination compounds, and the pioneering work was done by scientist Werner. So if you see the double salt, it dissociates in aqueous solution. So dissolution of double salt in the water take place with the dissociation in aqueous solution, and it produces individual ions. For example, ferric ammonium sulfate can produce Fe3 plus ion, sulfate ion and the ammonium ion. And these ions show their existence in the solution. So if you added ferric ammonium sulfate in a water, what we expect, it will form NH4 plus, Fe3 plus and sulfate ions. So dissolution is simultaneously taking place by the dissociation process. So how you can confirm the dissociation has taken place? You can take the qualitative test for NH4 plus ion, Fe3 plus ion and sulfate ions, and if they give qualitative test, then you can confirm the presence of these ions. For example, we have the solution of ferric ammonium sulfate. Into that you have added few drops of 10% Caesian solution. You will get formation of blood red color. You will get formation of blood red color. So why blood red color is obtained? It is due to the reaction of ferric ion with thiocyanate, and it forms iron thiocyanate complex. The formation of sulfate can be confirmed. So we have the aqueous solution of the ferric ammonium sulfate. Into that, few drops of 2 normal barium nitrate is added. We will get the formation of white precipitate. So why the white precipitate? Sulfate react with barium nitrate and it forms barium sulfate, and reaction is possible due to the presence of dissociated sulfate ion in the solution of chemical species. So now we will see the double salt of potassium cyanide and iron cyanide, that is potassium ferricyanide. What is the observation? Potassium ferricyanide dissolve in water, that is gives rise formation of aqueous solution, gives rise positive test for K plus but not test for Fe3 plus and the Cn minus. So if you see, potassium ferricyanide is pale yellow in color in aqueous solution. When few drops of sodium cobalt nitrate is added, it produces yellow color. The yellow color is due to formation of potassium cobalt nitrate. The second, the solution of potassium ferricyanide plus few drops of the potassium thiocyanate, no color change is observed. That is, there is no formation of iron thiocyanate complex in the solution. The third reaction for the cyanide, we have a solution of potassium ferricyanide plus silver nitrate, no color change is observed. If there is presence of cyanide, we expect initially white precipitate which will dissolve on excess addition of silver nitrate. But the test for Cn is negative, likely test for cyanide is negative. So what is the conclusion? Potassium ferricyanide, though dissolved in a water, it do not dissociate completely to form the ion. There is incomplete dissociation of potassium ferricyanide. The second conclusion, the solution shows existence of K plus but do not shows existence of Cn minus. It means that K plus must not be associated with Cn minus. Okay, that is, there is no K plus and Cn minus together in the potassium ferricyanide. So what is the next conclusion? So scientists concluded that potassium ferricyanide is not a simple type of double salt, but it is the different type of the chemical species. So with the help of qualitative test, you can differentiate double salt and the coordination compound. What is the similarity? Similarity, molecular formulas are same. Okay, they appears to have same molecular formula, mixture of two or more salts, but chemical properties are different. So now we are familiar that the formula of potassium ferricyanide can be written as thrice K plus outside the square bracket and FeCN6 inside the square bracket. What it means? Thrice K plus has the ionic existence, while FeCN6 they exist together. Fe and cyanide they exist together. That is, cyanide is not associated with the potassium. On dissociation, such a compound on dissociation can produce K plus ion, but it will not produce iron and cyanide ions. Why? Since they have the existence together. iron and cyanide, it exists together. They do not dissociate in the aqueous solution. Thus what we get? We get the test for K plus, but we do not get the test for Fe3 plus and Cn minus in aqueous solution. Such a double salts, they are termed as the coordination complexes. Now, in summary, we will discuss the difference between double salt and the coordination compound. So, if you see the double salt, it is homogeneous mixture of two or more salt. Coordination compound, it is mixture of double salt, but you cannot say it is simply a mixture. Here somewhat different type of interaction take place between two salt. So coordination compound, though made up of two salt, it cannot be regarded as the homogeneous mixture of the two salts. The second difference, double salt dissolve in water and it dissociate to form the ions. Coordination compound dissolve in water but it do not dissociate to form the individual ions. Okay, so this is the very important difference between the coordination compound and the double salt, and ultimately this difference has started the study on the coordination compound. The third difference, it shows the taste of individual ions, while the coordination compound do not show the taste of individual ion, and we have seen the example. Ferric ammonium sulfate shows the taste of iron and sulfate, but potassium ferricyanide do not show the taste of iron and the cyanide. So if you see the double salt, there is only ionic bonding between metal ion and the anion, while in the coordination compound, there is a coordinate bonding between metal ion or the transition metal ion and the anion. If you see the double salt, it do not forms the complex ion, while if you see the coordination compound, it forms the complex ion. And the last difference, we have an example, ferric ammonium sulfate. Like this, we have the many examples of the double salt. Potash alum is the example of double salt, while we have potassium ferricyanide, thrice KCN FeCN thrice, or K3 FeCN 6, potassium ferrocyanide K4 FeCN 6. Such a many examples they can be given on the coordination compounds. In this small video, I have explained the definition of double salt, how coordination compound is different from the double salt, how you can identify practically double salt and the coordination compound, and in summary, I have explained the differences between double salt and the coordination compound. In next video, I will explain Werner's experiment or Werner's work on coordination compound. If you like my channel, subscribe the channel.